Good afternoon, good people. My name is Mxoli Sincobe. I'm back again with another broadcast about the asylum seeker permit applications. You will remember that yesterday we came live and we told you that the application process has opened after 2 years, after a 2 year sabbatical. So now we've received some questions from people who want to apply for the permit, that is the asylum seeker permits and refugee permits. So they need some additional information. Uh, First, they want to know the details about the directive that came from Home Affairs, or the statement that was published by Home Affairs. So the statement was published in April, and I'm going to read it first. The refugee reception offices were closed since 26th of March 2020 due to the outbreak of COVID-19 and subsequent lockdown regulations. In April 2021, the department introduced the online system for extension of Section 22 and Section 24 visas, and further undertook to introduce other services in a staggered manner. In line with this approach, the department committed to introduce other categories of services, including new asylum applications and family joining for children born outside the Republic of South Africa. These services will now become available with effect from 3 May 2022. In view of the termination of the national state of disaster, the department is finalizing plans to allow walk-ins. Once the plan is finalized, the refugee community will be informed through various mechanisms, such as public notices and stakeholder engagements, on how services can be accessed. So I think you can hear that on your own. The online services will continue to be provided through the online system, and requests for appointment can be directed to the relevant RRO through the following contacts. Then the centers that you can apply, there is the Desmond Tutu RRO, which is for those who are based in Gauteng, and it's in Pretoria. It was formerly called Marabastad. Then in Cape Town, there is another one for those that are based in the Western Cape. There is another one in Durban for those that are based in KZN. There's another one again in Musina for those that are in Limpopo, or those that are coming into South Africa from other countries using the Beitbridge border post. Then there's another one in Gqeberha. So this is where people can apply in these provinces. And then the other question is, do those who are holding the Zimbabwe exemption permit qualify to apply for asylum? Well, what should be noted is that people can only apply for asylum if they have good cause to apply. It cannot be a blanket thing about nationality, but it depends on a case by case basis according to each individual. So there's a definition on the Home Affairs website where an asylum seeker is defined as a person who has fled his or her country of origin and is seeking recognition and protection as a refugee in the Republic of South Africa, and whose application is still under consideration. In case of a negative decision on his application, he has to leave the country voluntarily or will be deported. So, eligibility procedure for an asylum seeker: a person enters the Republic of South Africa through a port of entry, which is a land border post, airport, or a harbor, claims to be an asylum seeker, and is therefore issued with a Section 23 permit, which is a non-renewable asylum transit permit of the Immigration Act. The permit is valid for a period of 14 days only, and authorizes the person to report to the nearest refugee reception office in order to apply for asylum in terms of Section 21 of the Refugee Act. The asylum seeker is required to furnish a Section 23 permit, any proof of identification from the country of origin, a travel document if in possession of one. The asylum seeker lodges in person his application at a designated refugee reception office where an admissibility hearing takes place. The following are done: applicant's fingerprints taken in the prescribed manner, interpreter if secured if necessary, first interview conducted by refugee reception officer, RRO, and BI 1590 form duly completed, Applicants' data and image captured in the refugee system. An asylum seekers permit, which is a Section 22 permit for those that have them already, those that are renewable every 6 months, is printed, signed, stamped, and issued to the asylum seeker. The Section 22 permit, which is valid for a period of 6 months, legalizes the asylum seeker stay in the Republic of South Africa temporarily pending a final decision on his application. The permit can be extended by an RRO for a further 6 months while the process of status determination is in progress. The holder of Section 22 permit has the right to work and study in South Africa and is protected against deportation to his country of origin. I think that answers your questions. If you have any more questions, you can please send them through to us, and then we will respond to them if we are able to. Where we need expert advice or where we need authorities to confirm, we'll come back to you. So I hope we have answered your questions. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much.